Louis Jordan, folks. Gotta love him.
Hello.
Time for yet another slice of news from the Commonwealth, folks.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
You heard it here. The ship somehow managed to become airborne and lodged itself in a different building downtown. How? Why? I suggest you just roll with it, folks. It's crazy, but it's true. Keep it tuned to Diamond City Radio for all the latest.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us.
Every day can be perfect. Here's
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the...
Father? Father, help! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean.
I know.
Just...
I promised answers. But I need you to realize that this... You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am... your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity, so they followed the best example thus far. The human being.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yeah. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupt, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutation. I was exactly what they needed. And so,
Sure.
I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's the Institute.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to just give me time. What else can I say?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the... I've been a part of something amazing. And now, after...
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. Forgive me. There is much to be done.
I'll do whatever it takes.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home. You want to introduce... And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course.
Call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grimy
It's an
dust?
honor to have you.
Apologies, sir. I was issued defective cleansing.
Don't make me
Reporting status. All functions.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
I will be happy to forward the request to the final science.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up
Excuse
the
me,
primary
Doctor.
drive servo.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie. Allie, when Father told us about you, if you don't mind my asking,
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
now that you've found... Now, as you might guess,
Sure.
we maintain and upgrade all of the systems. There's a lot of machine. The work we do might not be... So, now that you're here and...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be... Take your time. If there's anything else...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out
Greetings.
on these older models
As the
can't
Institute's
come
requisition
out.
vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
If you ask
Word
me,
is
Let's
that
see what you got.
soldiers of the Brotherhood of Steel was sighted in the Commonwealth recently. Things got hairy for them at the old Cambridge police station. How hairy? I can't be sure. But I've heard about the kind of firepower those guys pack. Couldn't have been good. They're fine now thanks to everyone's favorite vault dweller, who happened upon the scene and lent a much-needed hand. Good job surviving out there. Best of luck to all involved in the future. Here's one from the Ink Spots, courtesy of me, Travis Lonely Miles.
pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full JP.
You're here. Glad you made it.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
Scanning. Subject identified.
I am seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're
Always
dragging
be
their
vigilant.
feet on the targeting package
have
upgrades
many
I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
We're all looking forward to working with
Please
you.
don't. There's enough friction as it is between us
Hi, Doc.
and pretty much all
So.
the other departments.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, acting director of the...
Uh-huh.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going... Despite your relation to father,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you understand.
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, father has asked that I provide you with a brief... Our primary responsibility is the recovery...
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synth...
Certainly. We can't...
Sure.
The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser. Coursers hunt down and reclaim sin. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration. But I gather you know all this. In
Mhm.
fact,
I'm no stranger to combat.
even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on... Now, unless you need something else, I'll...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start with this chart. The dosage will be started.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just...
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do.
Uh-huh. I get the impression you don't...
What I want in this case... Oh, before I forget. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it. You're to be given full access.
Thank you.
Given that the relay is the only way to act, in case the significance is lost, if nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount. Now, unless there's something else.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee?
Yes, things are... I'm sorry. I don't...
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you lost. Family is important.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
A friend named Tinker.
He must have had some serious hardware to... Your message was only one word.
The railroad sent me to look for someone they called Patriot. That's you.
What? The railroad? And they gave me a code name too? I kept sending synths to this. I hoped the railroad got to some.
If you met them, trust me, you wouldn't be that impressed.
They've eluded the SRB with you in the picture, but we'll need help. Where's he working now? Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know? C-114, it's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z1. He's a friend. He's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friend...
That's what the railroad does, Z1.
I've never met another...
Right now, how many said...
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever.
I would do anything for my people. It's no good. The old mate...
If I can...
Yes.
Well, just a few high security doors, right? Controlled by cutting edge. You're willing to help, right?
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed and stored. With some persuasion. Problem is, I can't even... But if you could get me a pre-war admin...
I'll find it for you.
That's great. The CIT room...
Right.
Ask your friend.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
That last number? Time for yet another slice of news from the Commonwealth, folks. Are you familiar with the old sailing ship stranded on top of a building downtown? Reports from the area suggest it'd be a good idea to avoid the ship at all costs. Now, believe it you'll have to shift your gaze
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operation.
Hey, Doc.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holden, 10 years old by head of the I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing.
For so long. I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a, as the name implies, our most important directive is to that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds. We've even started to explore the idea. You probably saw the gorillas.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any question.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Hey, it's the professor. The professor's back. Carrington wants a word.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Oh, thank God.
Woo! CJ, as I told you, the molecular stabilization matrix held.
Funny, you didn't sound certain yesterday. It is really, really good to see you. Did it work? Did you make it inside the Institute?
The signal interceptor worked. I've been to the Institute and back again.
I almost can't believe it. In Tom's holotape, did you make contact with Patriot?
I met Patriot. His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of intel you picked up in there. Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're done, we'll analyze it and...
One more hour until my shift ends. Use the back entrance. Too much traffic to the church.
Confirmed. Agent Professor has arrived. I have a mission for you.
Pam.
Preliminary analysis complete.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by surviving structures. One match found. Bergman. Wilfred. Bergman. Wilfred.
Thanks, Pam.
Complement detected. Analysis irrelevant.
After you get the password report back here. With any luck, we'll have a game plan by then.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment opportunities await in the field of scientific research. Shall we begin your application now?
Sure, I'm game.
Let's begin the interview.
Sure.
Due to increased demands for staff in all fields, we have question 1. Do you possess previous experience with polymer synthesis?
Sounds like you need me regardless, so let's get down to work.
Calculating test results. Would you like the orientation before beginning?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. Please find an open seat, and we will begin the presentation. Scanning for contamination. Decontamination complete. Contamination detected. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. Scanning for contamination. Contamination detected. Initiating decontamination. That was Roy Brown with Butcher Pete. The smooth sounds of Diamond City Radio are brought to you by the following. Commonwealth weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. And having found its way back home to our record player, here's Bob Crosby with Way Back Home.
Hey there, singing civilization. There are some recent rumblings from Good Neighbor, and I do mean that as something of a pun. Self-proclaimed legitimate businesswoman, Bobby No-Nos, has something of a reputation around the Commonwealth. That reputation may have contributed to recent talk of a less than legitimate endeavor of hers. Except there's a bit of a twist. Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her in Good Neighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again, ever. If you get my meaning. Next up is Billie Holiday. Don't call her crazy.